It's another beautiful evening here in our studio. Wow, it's been a long time. It feels like forever.
Yes, it has been. How our viewers doing? Today we are just excited to bring to you a special topic that I believe our lovebirds and our folks in relationships will appreciate.
First of all, we want to say thank you for being patient. I know the last time we were here on set was when we came from Ghana.
Right?
And tell you what, it's not easy to travel, come back, get settled, and
We just got caught up on life, right? Life,
yes.
life happened after our Ghana trip, and we had to, put some things in play before we can come back to this. But it was a challenge.
Oh my
It was a
goodness.
challenge, and we're here, so that's all that matters. We finally made it to the studio, and
Back to the studio.
we are here, and we just excited. We're excited to be here.
Yes.
So, without taking too much of your time, we're gonna jump right in.
Well, something new we're going to start doing. We want to use this opportunity. Our daughter turned 18 yesterday. So, wow.
Yeah, we're gonna give her a shout out.
Sheila turned
She
18.
she is beautiful, and she has grown into a beautiful lady. And in a week or so, she's going to college, pursuing computer science,
Computer engineering.
computer engineering. So we're excited for her. We're excited for
Time
her.
flies.
So life definitely does happen.
Oh, yes.
And we glad we're here.
Our hands have been full,
Yes. Yes.
coming back to the girls, one thing after the other.
Yes.
Getting ready for college next week, and school is starting back next week.
Yep.
So for the August babies out there, happy birthday
Happy
to
birthday.
you guys.
Happy birthday.
We hope you enjoy each of your birthdays if you are an August baby, and God bless you. Birthday comes back once, so you have to celebrate it. And Esther here.
Nate is here. I'm present. I'm present.
So if this is the first time you're tuning in onto our channel, this is a love talk spot. Here you hear a lot about love, marriage, relationship, family, and all the above. But we appreciate you all tuning in, and thanks for welcoming us back. So Nate.
And one more thing to our new, viewers. Yes, you already know this is the Love and Marriage Talk. So we're excited to have you streaming.
Yeah.
Today's chat is going to be exciting. Disengagement in marriage and relationships. Disengagement in marriage and relationships. I mean, I am truly excited about this because it's everywhere. Disengagement is everywhere. There are very numerous of root causes that brings about disengagement in marriage and relationships. And we are going to do our best to share a few. And I believe our marriage couples and our viewers who are in relationship will appreciate that
And relate.
and relate to it and say, yeah, you were right in my house. All the stuff you shared, we going through it, and we're going through it. It's very,
Practical.
practical, and
It's real.
it's real. It's something that you cannot escape. Why?
Yeah.
Because we're humans.
Yes.
We have a tendency to do certain things that causes them, right?
Yeah.
And then once we come back to our senses, we like, yeah, let's sit down and talk about this.
Let's fix this.
Let's fix this so that we can grow in our marriage.
Yes.
So, to our new viewers, this is a growing moment. All right, we're not reading your mail. We don't have spy cameras in your house, seeing all that you're doing.
It's just live.
This is life, and
Yes.
this is a growing moment, and we're here to share.
Yeah.
A lot of the topics we, tend to present, we've experienced it
Yes.
personally. We've experienced it, or we've witnessed our close, friends or relatives
Experience.
going through it.
Yes.
So we are able to, speak intellectually about it and
Practically.
express our opinion on it.
Yeah.
With that being said, all right, let's jump right into it. Esther,
Yeah.
disengagement in relationship. What comes to mind?
So when the word disengagement is mentioned, it looks like it explains itself. Engage is into it. Disengage is not into it.
Yeah.
As simple as
Simple as
it
that.
should be. So when we talk about disengagement in relationships and in marriages, the only thing my mind goes to is we will all love to be engaged in our marriages. We would all love to be engaged in our relationships, but life happens. And when life happens, sometimes it takes us on that curvy road.
Yes.
Where we become disengaged. And I think that's what we are here to share. So if you ask me, it is simply not being in the relationship or in the marriage that you are, not being involved, not being in tune, not being there. Your body can be there, but you are disengaged.
Love it. By the way, you look beautiful. Oh my goodness, the yellow. Oh, looks good on you. You look beautiful.
Thank you.
With
You
that, I kind of dazed into what you were saying because I was just losing heartbeats just gazing at you.
You look handsome too.
I try. Yes, so you're absolutely right. This engagement is as simple as it is. Not interested. Not interested in the relationship. It doesn't mean permanently, right? Something has triggered. Something happened. An event, whatever it may be, happened. And all of a sudden, you feel silence. You feel quiet in the relationship. You feel like your voice is not being heard. So what do? We tend to withdraw. It's a human tendency. It's a defense mechanism. Human beings build up. When you are silent in the relationship for whatever reason, when you feel like your commitment and your time and effort is going to waste, you just withdraw and wait for some action, corrective action to take place. So you are absolutely right. So where do we go from there?
So when we were putting our content together, we realized that disengagement in relationships or in marriages can can show itself in so many ways.
Yes.
In the marriage and in the relationship, or in the relationship, either or.
Either or. Yes.
And some of the ways that disengagement can show itself in our relationship and marriages, if we are not paying attention, is through communication.
Okay.
Right? Decrease in emotional support.
Okay.
Could be decrease in affection. It can be physical affection, right? And just the general, you mentioned interest in that relationship.
Okay.
So basically, if you are not communicating, disengagement can happen.
Right.
If you have lack of attention or attraction for each other, disengagement can happen. If you show any sign of decrease in emotional affection, disengagement can set in. And just the fact that you, for one reason or the other, you decide or you feel like, I'm not interested in this relationship anymore, or I'm not interested in this marriage anymore, you kind of, like Nate said, you kind of withdraw, you get disengaged in their relationship. So, you want to take the first cause of disengagement. You want to talk a little bit about that, Nate?
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about that. So I got here causes of disengagement. Disengagement can stem from various factors, including unresolved conflict, unmet emotional needs, lack of effective communication, and growing apart over time, external stress, infidelity, or combinations of these. I mean, these are pretty good reasons why, couples get disengaged. But we're just gonna take our time and just go through them.
Yes.
We're not gonna go through all of it, but what really stands out is unresolved conflict. I mean, I believe that is serious, right? Unresolved conflict in marriage or emotions can take place even before the marriage, right? Both couples had a previous experience in dating or being in a different relationship, and for whatever reason or two, something went wrong. Something went wrong.
So, you bring a very good point of unresolved conflict. So let's stay there for a minute. So with the unresolved conflict, whether it is a conflict that was not resolved in a previous relationship and is being brought to this new relationship, or let's talk about an unresolved conflict that is within this current relationship. So you and I know, we all know, in relationship and in marriages, things happen.
Yes.
And sometimes I tell Nate that everybody is different.
Yes.
Some women get their conflict resolved by showering them gifts, right?
True.
Some women, like me, get conflict resolved by talking about it. Let's communicate.
Yes.
Let's talk it through, right?
Yes.
Let's nip it in the bud, if we should say.
Let's have a dialogue.
Let's have a dialogue. The gifts can come. Thank you. I'll take it.
After the dialogue.
After the dialogue. Some women, some couples resolve their conflict with intimacy.
Correct.
After they make up,
Then
everything is going.
everything is good, and they can have some series of dialogue just to
Hash it out.
Hash it out.
Others, talk comes first before every other thing, right?
True.
So what we are saying here today is when there is disengagement, it can be result of a conflict that has not been resolved.
Correct.
So you need to sit down and think about, why are we disengaged? Why don't I feel you like I used to feel you? Why don't I see you like I used to see you? Why am I drawing apart from you?
Mm-hmm.
Why am I not feeling like, oh, we used to step out all the time, but I don't feel it anymore?
Mm-hmm.
If there is a conflict that you have not resolved, that could be the key to why you were feeling what you were feeling. So it goes back to it. It is very important not to let conflicts linger.
Right.
Let's talk about it. Because like Nate said, disengagement in relationship or marriage can dissolve the marriage or relationship.
Yes.
Because the more you are growing further away from each other, the better you will think, let's be on our own. Let's go our separate ways.
Yes.
And if you are in a relationship here listening to us today, if you are married here listening to us today, you know what we're talking about.
Yes.
It's life. It does happen. Things piss you off, and if you don't talk about it, it will not stop pissing you off. Something else will come, and it will be layer upon layer, over layer, over layer, and that's when this engagement can set in.
I absolutely agree with you, and it's disengagement, especially unresolved conflict. It becomes like a impassable bridge or mountain to climb, right?
Cross.
You know, so you have this barrier that you refuse to have a dialogue. You know, you refuse to talk about. Meanwhile, both parties are disengaged.
Are being disengaged because of that.
And they're fully aware. They're fully aware of the situation, but neither wanna face, the issue and have a dialogue.
How painful is that, though?
It is extremely painful. It is, and if couples in that season of their relationship or marriage can be sincere with themselves, I mean, it's one of we've been there.
Yes.
It's one of the loneliest moments in any relationship, because me personally, if I dislike you, I don't want to be in your space.
Of course.
I truly do not want to be in your space, because I know that while I'm in your space, words are going to be said and my emotions are going to be hurt. So I don't want to be in your space. But when you're married and disengagement happens,
you don't have a choice.
You do not have a choice.
Unless you want to move on with your separate lives.
You do not have a choice.
It is painful.
It is painful.
To be in a relationship or in a marriage and being disengaged. Very painful. You cannot walk out. You cannot stay in. You are just there. I mean, the painful. I think it's the most painful situation to be in.
Because, and I think the reason why it's a painful experience is because the fact that you are disengaged doesn't mean you're not committed to the marriage, right? Or relationship. Hold on though, I'm making a point, because if you are a provider. So if your
Oh,
husband,
you are still going to
you're
provide.
still gonna provide.
That's what I'm saying.
You know, you're still going to provide for the family. You know, if you are a wife, you're still gonna provide,
And take care of the family.
take care of the family, and not just take care of the family with food and all that. You're gonna take care of your husband.
Of course.
And meanwhile, the two of you are extremely disengaged. So it's like you are only performing these acts not in love, but you are doing it out of obligation.
Of a duty. And I think when you decide not to communicate and talk about the conflicts, and you stay in the relationship just because, and become disengaged, like Nate rightly said, you were still doing the duties. If you have children, as a mother, the kids are looking at you. You don't want them to know that you are disengaged in your relationship. I tell Nate all the time, you're married, but you were still in a relationship. Because without a relationship, a marriage will not go on. You still are in a relationship when you are married. That's why you have to grow that love, grow that relationship, so that you can stay in the marriage, right? So you would have to fake it until you make it. If you don't want to discuss conflicts, that disengagement is going to continue to grow and grow and grow, and still you will need to be performing your duties as a husband and wife. And I know somebody's out there, or as a girlfriend and a boyfriend, I know somebody's out there and saying, oh no, I am not doing that. If we are disengaged, nothing is happening. No, he's going to do his duties, I'm going to do my duty, but the other side is not happening. I think that's the next part.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So I am so excited about the subject because it builds on the very moment the couples decide they're not gonna do X, Y, and Z. There's the next step they're going into.
Absolutely.
So it's gradually built on issues, right? So we talked about conflict, but the next step is unmet emotional needs. You know, so now that you have a conflict, it's triggered up to emotions.
Honey, even before you get there, under the causes of it, when we talked about the unresolved
Conflict.
okay, I'll let you go. I think you were right there, because I saw something that just caught my eyes. And when you are not resolving conflict, you have stresses, right? You get stressed out.
You get stressed out. Rightfully so. Rightfully so.
You get so much stressed because, like Nate said, you coming home to that wife you are disengaged with, but you are in a marriage. You're coming home to that husband that you are in a disengaged relationship with. And so the moment you see them, you get stressed out. Like,
upset.
You are upset. Your stress level is gone so high because you're not talking.
You can't stand the sight.
You're not
of each other.
communicating. Something is going wrong, but you are not nipping it in the back. And because of that, you can't even stand each other. And so your stress level is going wayward. You go to work, you can't even perform your own job because the moment you think about, oh, it's 5 o'clock, I gotta go home. Man, I gotta go see this woman again. I have to see this man again. And like Nate said, when you don't do A, B is just around the corner about to hit you.
It builds up.
And it's building up. I'm sorry, honey.
I mean, you are so right. I mean, you are so right. And for men, for husbands, and for men in relationships, disengagement it's one of those things that affects every aspect of your life as a man, and it's rightful so for women. But I just want to expound on men and husbands, because we are out there in relationships, and we tend to, love, we express love, we provide love, but when we're disengaged, and especially we value our relationship,
when you love your spouse.
you can be disengaged and not value your relationship, and all that we discussing may not affect you,
Of course,
because you already are creating a way out of the relationship.
Absolutely.
So you are not going to be affected by what we discussing.
Yes.
But for the true
Lovers
out there who do all that they can do
Yes.
to fight for their relationship, to fight for their marriage, this is for you. This is for you. Because being disengaged, if you do not take the proper precaution and address your emotional conflicts, you are gonna be hurt.
It messes you up.
You are gonna be hurt.
It messes your job up. It messes
You lose
your
focus.
relationship. There you go.
You lose focus. You lose focus, because I believe a man or a woman's pride is their home.
Their family.
Your home is a safe haven.
Yes.
You go out, you make money, you come home to relax.
Yes.
So when there is chaos at home, you are less, willing
Yep.
to even rush from home from work, right? So what do? You start creating an outlet
Yep.
for yourself.
Yep.
You create more time to hang with your friends,
Yep.
right? So that you can spend less time at home.
And the sad thing is, honey, even when it happens like that, if you have true, genuine friends, they see it. You get around them and they like, you don't look yourself. Is everything okay?
Is everything okay at home?
Are you okay?
Are you okay?
Because you don't look okay. You might think, hey, I might go out there, have a drink or two, and cover it up. But it shows up.
That shows up.
It's going to come up, and if the people you're surrounding yourself with truly love you and care about you, they're going to see it, and they will point it out to you. And it might get to some point you can't even hide it anymore. You have to open up and say, yeah, it's been a problem between Esther and I home for the past 2 months or whatever. I'm sorry, if it's 2 months, that's a problem. And they might just start talking to you and trying to find out how you want to figure things out. But yeah, Nate, it's true. It messes everything up.
It does.
It does messes everything up. So with that said, the second one is emotional disconnection, right? And this is when emotionally you kind of checked out.
You build it up.
So now it's not like you're not resolving conflict anymore or communicating anymore.
It's emotional.
Now emotionally you being checked out of the relationship or the marriage.
And didn't mean to cut you.
That's okay.
And that is when I tend to use this excuse for Esther. I don't see you as my wife. I know you're a beautiful woman. You dress up every day to go to work. But when I'm emotionally checked out, when I see you, it's just there is a filter of what I'm seeing. I'm not seeing my beautiful wife that I adore and love and I will kill for. I'm just seeing a woman I'm living with that I can't stand to bear her sight.
And it is funny. It is funny Nate said that, but see, that's what I'm saying, that men and women, we're different, right? So what I tell Nate is, when I'm emotionally checked out, I don't care. You can have your hands rubbing on my thigh. I don't feel anything. You can hug me as tight as whatever, I do not see anything.
Emotionally checked
Because
out.
I'm emotionally checked out. Because I'm hurt by something you said or did. And we haven't talked about it.
Right.
That's what we talked about.
Right.
Unresolved conflict.
Unresolved
right?
conflict.
We haven't communicated.
Yes.
So right now, emotionally, I'm being checked out until you go and start from one, which is resolving the conflict. You're not getting me emotionally connected. We disengage.
That's
It's
it.
as simple as that.
That's it. We disengaged because we have emotional conflict. We have to resolve.
Yes.
We have other conflict as well that we have to resolve. And we failing to resolve those conflicts emotionally, we disengage.
Yep.
That's the next step.
And you no longer even want to have any meaningful conversation.
Lack of communication. So this is what I pointed out earlier during our conversation.
It builds up.
It's built up gradually, and you get to a point where when you want to really fix it,
You gotta go.
there is so much.
Hurdles you gotta
There
go
is so
over.
much.
Yes.
There is so much hurdles you gotta overcome to actually get to the point where the emotional attraction is restored.
And as much as these are the causes of being disengaged, it is also building up the level of disengagement. So these are all causes, right? Not resolving conflict, not communicating, emotionally being checked out.
Right.
These are all things that can make your relationships and your marriages disengaged. But it is also, funny enough, building up levels of your disengagement.
Yes.
So you know how you say one lie, you have to cover it with another lie and cover it another lie. By the time you said about 10 lies and you realize that, you know what, I can't lie anymore. You need to fix it. You need to get to number one to fix all the lies that you said, right?
Yes.
So, in as much as these are reasons how, or these are signs to show you that you're being disengaged, it's also one thing leading to the other.
Yes.
So, when you are not having meaningful conversations, you are not sharing any thoughts. So, right now, everybody is doing whatever they want to do in the house, right?
Yes.
You come in and go as you please.
Yes.
I don't tell Nate what I'm going out there to do.
Yes.
He doesn't tell me what he's going out there to do.
Yes.
Nate don't step out without me, but now he's stepping out without me. And I don't even know where he's going.
Know the intent.
Esther is not like that. She's normally home after work. Where is she at? Normally, if she is going out, she would tell me. I am going to get my nails done. I am going to the shop or something like that. But this time at all, she's not telling me anything. And so you start to get worried. You start to get concerned. Before you were not.
And now you are.
Before you were all good and dandy. That trust was there. But now look at what is happening.
Right.
You don't know what the left hand doesn't know what the right hand is doing.
True.
And vice versa.
And now you're growing apart. Right? You're growing apart. And the very moment you start growing apart, due to disengagement, the stress starts to build up. So
much higher.
You're building up a high level of stress in that relationship or marriage. This is where infidelity happens, right? You know, when it sets in and the woman, which is the wife, or the man, which is the husband,
or the boyfriend or the girlfriend whom you've been with for quite a long time.
Somebody is going to be sexually drained.
Which is lack of intimacy.
And
that's the next step.
And guess what is going to happen? They're going to find an outlet.
Yep.
They are going to find... So when you let it go on for months and months and months and months without putting in any effort to resolve what has happened, you know, this is the final outcome, right?
Just one of the outcomes, even though it's one of the causes of this engagement, lack of intimacy. So, okay, let's say for the lovebirds, those who are married, you know, those who are in that meaningful relationship, let's throw it out there. You having sex 4 times, 5 times a week, 3 times a week,
or even 2 times a week.
Now you having sex once a month. So lack of intimacy, right?
All right.
So the question sets in. Okay, this is not us. We don't do this. This is new. Like there's a stranger in my home. What is going on here? The more that happens, the more you're going apart, the more you're getting disengaged in your relationship. It doesn't mean anything to you anymore. First, you used to love to hold each other, cuddle each other. Even if you don't have sex, you were into each other, right? But now, don't matter. You're not even cuddling each other to even get to the extent of having sex or making love.
Right.
And so, at that point, that impacts your relationship. That impacts your marriage. It brings that strenuousness in your marriage or your relationship.
Yes. I agree with you. And, you know, we all want our marriage to thrive in every aspect of it, right? And when you're going through this engagement, you do not realize it. You have a blindfold on that just prevents you from, you know, understanding the root cause of your issues.
Yes.
You know, and our prides and egos also do not do us justice by it, right? You
don't want to say sorry.
No, we refuse to be apologetic to our issues, you know.
About our issues and about the mistakes.
We refuse. We blindly refuse.
Like somebody has to stand up and say, hey, babe, okay, listen. This has been too much.
I messed up.
I messed up. We messed up. Where have we been for the past months? I don't even see you anymore. You don't talk to me anymore. We don't share ideas anymore. We don't even have sex or make love anymore. You don't even hold me like you used to hold me anymore. What is going on? Nobody wants to talk about it.
And if you're like me, one of the things I do say is, why in the world are we living like roommates? Why in the world?
And trust me, I always say, if this goes past 2 days, that's a problem. Like, it goes past 2 days, that's a big problem. Because, okay, first day, okay, I'm still mad at you. You know, you made me mad.
Right.
Second day, are you really gonna talk to me, or what are you doing? Did you see my text? Should I text him or should he text him? Should I wait? But the third day, somebody got to talk to somebody.
Right.
Because this is not happening.
It's not healthy.
This is not healthy.
It's not healthy.
And this is when that emotional and physical attraction start to reduce. You look as handsome as you are, I'm not even seeing you because I'm pissed.
I'm not seeing you. I am upset with you. I feel like you did me wrong, and I don't want to even see you.
So he would rather want to go outside and let the ladies check him out in the bar or go have some happy hour, right? And she would also want to rather go outside and let the guys say, "Hey, pretty, what's your name?" And that wedding ring is on, or that promissory ring is on, but somebody's out there talking to them and they have missed that attraction. They've missed that attention. And so what's happening? They're going out there to seek it. And even if they're not going out there to seek that attention and attraction, they are in your home seeking it somewhere else, either on the phone or through the internet or social media or something. Why must we allow that to happen in our marriages and our relationships? And like Nate said, we're human, so it would happen. But when it happens, we need to have a hand on it.
We need to identify.
We need to open our eyes and see
it. And it's so easy to identify. With all the areas we have pointed, it's extremely easy to identify disengagement.
Yeah.
Because I believe couples, either marriage or those in relationships, know their spouse.
Yep.
Or know their partners.
Yep.
And with that knowledge,
when something is going wrong,
you are fully aware that your partner or your spouse is disengaged.
And we did mention it earlier on. It impacts your well-being. It's as simple as that.
Yes.
So when you see that your well-being is being impacted,
yes,
something is wrong somewhere. So socially, you're going to be affected. Emotionally, you're going to be affected.
Yes.
Your performance at work is going to be affected.
Yes.
And that's why a lot of people's managers who have the right emotional intelligence can see their employees and know that
they're disengaged.
Something is wrong. What happened home? What went wrong?
Sometimes you do forget that in your good sense, you're able to contribute
tons of great ideas
during meetings. And when you disengage,
your marriage and your relationship,
sit back, you go to these meetings and you don't
even want to talk.
And you just idle.
Yes, you don't want to talk, because the very one thing that puts a smile on your face is gradually drifting away from you.
Yes.
Or is gradually parting from you.
Yes.
Unless you are a good actor and actress, right?
Oh, you can fake it.
You will fake it. But if, like Nate said, if it is real, true love, it would affect you.
But the thing about faking it is it's only
for a moment of time.
It only lasts for a while.
And if you fake it real good, your marriage is gonna be on the rocks very soon. You're gonna be signing that divorce.
Divorce degree.
Thank you. You will be on your way signing that divorce decree if you see disengagement in your marriage, your relationship, and you don't pay attention to it. You can fake it, and it will get to some point that you can't fake it anymore. You have to face the reality, and if you don't take care, the reality for you will be signing that divorce decree.
Yes.
Because it's not healthy for you to be in a relationship that is disengaged.
That's it. It's not healthy to be in a relationship that
not
is
at all.
disengaged.
I don't want to be there. Like Nate said, it's not for the lifetime of the relationship. It happens because we are human, right? We get tired. We don't pay attention to certain things. But when you see the signs, please talk about it.
We're gonna take a short break and we'll be right back.
See ya.
See ya. We are back from our break. This is so exciting, Esther, because this engagement is something that I think that it's
Bound to happen.
bound to happen in any relationship.
Yes.
Right? Because we're human.
Yeah.
We tend to forget why we got into relationship
In
the
the
first
first
place,
place.
right? And life happens, job happens, stress happens, and issues happens. And due to the fact that these issues are not addressed in the rightful way, things get out of hand.
In timely manner, yes.
Things get out of hand and disengagement happens. But disengagement is not the doom of marriages
No, or no relationship.
or relationship.
As a matter of fact, I think it even makes us stronger if we pay attention to it. So,
I think that disengagement takes place to allow these couples and partners in relationships to assess what is going on. So
and to know that, like some people say, oh, I got her, so I got her forever. I got him forever. No, to let you know that no, things can happen, things can go wrong. So sit up, put up your belt, put your belt on, and get some work done.
yes,
So I think disengagement is good. It comes in to shake you up a little bit. You just have to recognize it, that when it comes in, you nipping it in the bud. So if I know I'm saying nipping it in the bud a lot because
your mother.
That's
You are a mother.
that's what
Hey,
should happen.
children, nip it in the butt. Stop. That's your mothering character is coming out. So, I understand.
I think nip in the bud is you correcting it, taking the bull by the horn and getting things done, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I just want to make sure I'm using it in the correct content.
Yes, you are.
So, what I was saying is, as much as disengagement might be a wrong or a negative word or bring a negative connotation,
Right.
it's also there to strengthen us and for us to be vigilant and know that
Cautious.
and be cautious that when certain things happen, this can be a sign of disengagement. So let's work on it. So in this phase, we will just talk about rebuilding it, right?
Yes.
Rebuilding it. So getting engaged.
Yes.
Okay. So now we were disengaged. We want to get engaged. We want to get back reconnected.
Yes.
What are some of the things that we can do to get reconnected?
Pick me. One of the main causes of disengagement is conflict, unresolved conflict.
There you go. So resolve
the conflict.
Another one is lack of intimacy. Come on. Get back doing what you used to do, loving each other.
Once again,
Uh-huh.
you cannot jump right into intimacy
No.
when you have emotional issues. you gotta resolve.
Absolutely. So not going chronologically, I was just saying that.
Okay.
Getting back re-engaged, I don't care however you want to put it in order.
Okay.
So resolve the conflicts emotionally, get rechecked into your relationship
Yes.
and in your marriage,
And now we can talk about intimacy.
and get back into your intimate life. If you used to have sex 5 days a week, go back doing that, because that's what is keeping you together. Okay, I'm sorry, that's what you signed up for. That's what you've been doing, so get back doing it.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Get back doing it.
Yes.
Feel good. Let
Yes.
your spouse feel good. Let them know they've got you. Yes.
Yes.
You've been gone for too long. Come on here, baby.
Yes.
Come tell me. Come show me what you got. Get it going. Get yourself back into the groove and get things basically going.
The rebuilding part is exciting. It's exciting because
I think it's
the light came on, right?
There you go.
The light came on,
It's
and
like you meeting at the first time.
It's extremely exciting.
Because, oh my goodness, I got you back.
I got you back. The lights came on, and all of a sudden you have figured out why your spouse or your partner is disengaged.
Or both of you are disengaged.
You figured it out, and now you're gonna go through the drawing board and just start resolving all the issues that caused you to be disengaged.
Yes.
And the good thing is, it doesn't mean that you're never gonna be disengaged again in the relationship.
No.
But now you have the keys.
The signs are on the walls. When you see it, you're like,
No, we're not doing that.
I can smell it coming from 1 mile away. No, it's not happening. Because you know where you have been before.
Yes.
And so you don't want it to happen again.
It gets easier to fix it.
Yes.
When you fix it the first time.
Yes.
Right? When you go through it the first time, it gets easier over time. Oh, okay. I see you're disengaged. I'm talking to you. We're sitting down having breakfast. You have your phone in one hand. You have the newspaper in the other hand.
Or you don't even have the newspaper, but the phone in your hand, and you're scrolling, and the sad thing is they're scrolling like.
I'm like, are you for real right now?
Oh, really?
Are you for real?
And your spouse is sitting right there and like, give me that phone, okay? I'ma break that phone and buy you a new one when you see me, you know?
Yes. So it's extremely important. Like I said, I'm excited about this because we've been married for going on 12 years, and yeah, we have had our fair share of disengagement, and of course, we're the type where we're very in tune with each other, so we can't let it go past a week, you know. Before the week ends.
He said a week. The third day, I'm like, okay.
we got to talk.
We got to talk. I don't care what you got to do, but you got to stop everything you're doing and let's talk about this.
We got to talk.
And Nate, isn't it beautiful how if you are not able to resolve it, if you've gone so far that you are so much disengaged, if you really love each other and you really cherish your marriage and your relationship, seek some professional help.
It's extremely vital.
Seek some, and trust me, if you make up your mind to seek professional help, don't waste your time. Listen to what they tell you.
And implement.
Listen to what your spouse says you did. You think you did not do it, but the fact that they said you did, accept it. And even if whether they have proof or they don't have proof, it happened. They're talking about it. If you're passionate about your relationship, if you love your husband, if you love your wife, if you love that man and that woman you want to marry, listen. Get back into tune with each other.
Yes.
And let that disengagement turn into engagement.
Wow. Esther, thank you. This was such a wonderful subject for us to topic or chat for us to discuss, and it's really important. I mean, I do see the events in our lives where we've sit up because we realized we were disengaged, and we came together. And we restructured our lives, our schedules to, benefit each other and the children, the family we're raising.
Yeah.
So this is very important. Yeah. And it's our desire that what we have shared with you, right? You guys will receive it and apply to your relationships or your marriage, so that your marriage will also flourish and prosper. and
Blossom, be beautiful.
be beautiful.
Yes.
Be beautiful.
Because love is beautiful.
And you can use that information and reach to your external marriage couples, or your folks in relationships, and let them know, yes, disengagement doesn't mean the end of relationship or marriage.
It means something went wrong and you just need to fix it. Yes.
It means
yes.
you need to fix it.
Yes.
So,
if you have not yet subscribed to our channel, we are growing. Don't forget, hit that button to subscribe so that anytime we have new videos, you will get the alert. If you have some comments and please let us know. Question, anything you wanna, if you have something in mind you want us to talk about, anonymously put it in on there. However you want to do, reach out and let us know. We will build some content around it and talk about it. So
as long as it fits the agenda we stand for.
Absolutely. Yes. Love, relationship, marriage, family, and as much as we don't voice that aspect out, we love each other, and the way we enjoy our marriage. Every relationship is different. Every circumstances will be different. Every challenge will be different.
Yes.
But 9 out of 10, you can look at it in a different eye, with a different way, and be able to still solve it accordingly. Yes. So keep on being in this seat to watch us. We are back. We're excited to be back, and thank you for being patient.
We love you, and we'll see you on the next episode.
God bless you.
God bless you, and stay blessed.
God bless you and stay blessed. Double dose.
Bye-bye.
Bye.